Craig, 13 in a row and some big wins along the row as well. How does tonight measure up with some of those past performances?
Yeah, it's I haven't really sort of thought too much about it, mate. We weren't overly fussed with our start, to be quite honest. I thought we looked just a little bit flustered to start, and we'd done a lot of defending down our end, and we didn't. I think Josh scored that long distance try, but other than that, we sort of hardly had any ball in their 20 at all or in their half much. So it was pretty tough going, and we had a few guys look like they were really tired. I've been over a few times, so. But to kick back from that, and then we started completing our sets, and we started probably our kick chase got better, and then we probably scored a couple of I don't know about lucky tries, but tries that were against a run of play, I suppose, and that seemed to kick us into gear, and it was a pretty comprehensive performance the second half. I was really happy with the way we tackled. I was really happy with the way we attacked, and we knew the Roosters weren't going to give up. They're just not that sort of team. So we knew we were going to have to fight for everything we got in the second half, and they did. I was really proud of them after what they've been through this week. It's been. I'd come here not quite sure what was going to happen. Not what was going to happen, but how the week would have affected us. I thought we might have been a bit tired, a little bit sloppy, a little bit. I wasn't quite sure, but I'm so proud of the way they, got through that not so good start, and then went away with the game like they did. It was a real tribute to I think their commitment to each other. And, like I say, I was really, really proud of them tonight. And
they delivered that performance that makes you proud, despite the fact that I believe there's a 9-day break now where they had earmarked to go away, but they're going to be locked in their homes.
Yeah, and that was sort of part of the week too. I must say, I was looking forward to the 9 days off as well, and I was going to go back up to Queensland and spend a little bit of time at the sunny coast, then go and see my daughter on the Gold Coast, and that all got taken away. So there's all the other guys had plans too, so I could realise how disappointed they'd be with that. But as I said, we really showed some fight there after our not so good start tonight, and probably not a whole heap to look forward to in the next 9 days is being inside. But at the end of the day, that's the way it is at the moment. But I think Frank's made the point a few times. It's a pretty resilient group, this group, and I think we learned a few things from last year, and it's just carried on again this year. They whatever seems to come their way, they seem to handle it pretty well.
Well, good guys. What has the last couple of days looked like? Can you run us through your travel in the last couple of days?
Well, on Monday night we were told that we were going back to Melbourne. I think we were flying about 2:30, might have been the time. I think we ended up jetting out about 6 o'clock. And I think we got to Melbourne about, we landed about 8, I think, or whatever it was, at 8:30. Then we had to get all our gear off. And imagine, families there with, I think there was about 25 kids up there too, so and a lot of them, small kids. So to get them organised, get them in the buses, and get them. I don't think we got home till about 11. So then the players, obviously we had a light run yesterday, and then flew up today, and we're flying back tonight. So just the travel was, really hectic. It was sort of come on us really, really quickly. So we weren't expecting it, and. Like I say, I know myself, I didn't have any little kids. Well, my grandkids were on there, but they had their parents there. So a lot of those parents are under a bit of pressure, keeping their kids awake and, trying to get their gear and then get home. So, but like I say, it's a resilient group, and they've done a great job. And, to come up here today, fly up today and do the job they did, it was, a real credit to them.
From the outside looking in, so much of the speculation or the discussion is it's a 2-horse race, this comp, you guys and Penrith. But when you beat the Tigers by 50, people say, well, that's Melbourne, that you expected to. When you beat a team like that, it just looks so comfortable and so easy. It's obviously not that.
It wasn't easy. Like I say, we didn't start so well, and we knew, as I said earlier, we knew the Roosters weren't going to go away, and it was pretty tough going. The second half. In that, say tough going. It was, it was. I think it was 14-0 the second half. So. They had a guy, sent to the sin bin. So, it certainly wasn't easy out there. But, we've been around. I've been around too long to, to be saying that it's a two-horse race at this time of the year. It's there's a lot of things that are going to happen between now and the end of the year, and to the finals time. Some things are going to help some teams, some things are going to hinder some teams. So, at the end of the day, what we really look to is just focus on this week, what we need to do each day of this week, to play good on the weekend, and, we'll keep doing that. And hopefully, we might get a chance to rest a few of our guys as we go through, especially the Origin guys. But at the moment, the more they play, the better we seem to be getting. So, but like I say, I know there's going to be a couple of hiccups along the way, and be how we handle them. With injuries, suspensions, whatever. But they're just not too far down the track. So we're certainly not going to get carried away with that sort of talk. We're just going to concentrate on what we need to do each week and hopefully get it done.
14 straight into an Amy Park homecoming. Melbourne fans will be looking forward to that, and they'll be looking forward to maybe seeing Ryan Pappenhausen. Any chance for the Knights round, what's that, 18?
Yeah, I think he is, Matt. But again, I'm not one of our medical staff, I'm not one of the doctors. But, there's a couple of, obviously the guys that on there think he's a chance as well. Like I say, he's really sparked up the last 2 or 3 weeks. He's feeling a lot better. He's doing a lot more, with us. With actually the team and not just training on his own. He's still doing a little bit of training on his own. But, so I think he's a chance. But having said that might get put back a week or 2. But, I think he's getting really close now. And, it'll be, good to have him back and, good to, it's going to be good for him too, It was a bad knock that he got. And, hopefully, he'll come back okay from it. It's taken a long time. It's taken a lot of patience from everybody, really, especially him. But he's going good now. So hopefully it'll be a rough chance next week.
2 points clear at the
we
top
might
of
make
the
this
comp.
the last one, otherwise we're going to be. You're not going to get.
So,
2 points clear at the top of the comp. How big a goal is the minor premiership?
I think it's really. I like winning minor prep. Well, we all do, I suppose. But I think it's a real reward. It's sometimes you can win a grand final and be probably the best team for a month, but you win a minor premiership, you're the best team for 6 months. So I like it in that way. But having said that, probably before we have probably made some mistakes by going for the minor premiership, where it might affect what we do in the finals. We certainly don't do that anymore. So we'll keep our eye on where we are and where it's ideal to be, and how we can get there. So obviously part of that is resting players if they need resting, and I thought we did that really well last year. So we've probably been doing it pretty well for a few years actually. We probably made a few mistakes 5 or 6 years ago. So, but at the end of the day, it'll be, as I said, there's going to be a lot of things that could affect that, or make us make some decisions now that we might have thought a month ago we wouldn't make that decision. So it's just a week-to-week thing, sometimes a day-to-day thing. But, if we get Paps back and Harry back firing, we'll get Nelson back in a week or 2. It'd be nice to keep everyone fit, but, that's pretty long odds of that happening. So sometimes you've got to roll with the punches. But, like I say, we've been through most of those different experiences, and I think we know how to handle most of them now, hopefully.